Alright, we are back for Operation Market Garden Day 5. Starting with the Allied turn. Simulation Publications Incorporated Westwall Quad Arnhem game. Or really it's all of A Bridge Too Far, later republished. So, turn 5, 5th day. You see the Germans starting to probe this Hell's Highway, as they were called. And there's some new Germans coming in this turn, so they're going to have to prep. Last of 30 corps is coming on board here. We got a bunch of artillery and then an armored unit, and that'll be it. Big event is here in Nijmegen. The German 9th SS got across the bridge just in time to basically push back the Allied attack across, trying to get across the bridge. So now some interesting options here on how to get these guys across the bridge. Up here, it's kind of a stalemate, but there are a lot of options now. The big event here is turn 5, the Poles. And I purposely played this. I mean, a real German player would know the Poles were coming, look at the reinforcement schedule, set up units to deal with them, but in reality, I don't think the Germans knew they were coming, so this adds a whole nother dimension. They don't have to trace lines of communication either. We got 2 poles, and we get one more on day 7. I think historical weather, it's going to be socked up here with a 0. And so there's one more fair turn here. Then the Germans don't get air power. So that is a contributing factor. If it was all clear, the Allies would get air power every turn at 7, which would definitely make a difference. So, a lot of choices here with the Allies. I've been chewing on it here. This is one of the reasons I like to play solitaire. And I enjoy the actual process of trying to, it's almost like a puzzle, trying to figure out the best move, the ideal move, which, in a face-to-face, your opponent's not going to sit there, of course. That does lead potentially to analysis paralysis, so got to figure out a balance there. But in any case, I'm going to start down here first. And I did notice something. These 2 bridges. Now at first I was tempted to take this guy and move him here, and then that would shut down any German threat here. But then I realized he can keep going and get behind these guys, and in this game it's all about position. If I get behind these guys, they can't retreat. I can force an attack, and they are limited. These mech units can't go in these hexes. They are prohibited. So all that has to be blocked off, really, are these 2 hexes, and then obviously in the front, and they are surrounded. Well, they could retreat down this trail. One hex. So I'll have to think about that. I didn't realize that. But either way, none of this works unless I can get this guy behind him. Now, initially I thought the Germans would refuse to demolish these, thinking, oh, they're just going in a defensive position. But let's make the Germans smarter and say, oh my gosh, this guy can get behind us. And that's what it's all about here, getting behind them. Now, if this doesn't work, I could take these guys and get behind these guys. But not enough for a complete surround attack initially. But potentially I could leverage these 30 corps units and try and crush this division. And if we look down here, that's it for the Germans, except for these units they're holding to threaten here. And the bigger picture from a victory point of view, I guess that's the bigger picture. 24-7. They don't. Well, they're going to have to. The Allies are going to have to eliminate a lot of German units, or better yet, to win, they're going to have to get across here with 30 corps units, 5 VPs each. I doubt they're going to get across here, but if they stack up 6 times 5 is 30, that could do it. So to win, they got to get aggressive of all. But if they don't protect this, and suddenly the Germans put all of 30 corps out of communication, they can lose here. Okay, so that's pretty much the Allied decisions here for the game. Get across the Val to win, and protect the road to prevent losing. And protecting the road, part of that is dealing with these German units. Now, this turn, And following turns, they're going to get reinforcements this way too. So they have to anticipate that. And this could be a place here or this. They're getting pretty good defenses here with 101st. So, all right, with all that strategy talk done, let's go with it. And I'm going to just do this. I'm going to do this first because this determines a lot. And the first question is, do they blow it? No. So that's one bridge. Intact. So anyway, he started here. 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2 and a half. And this is a big one. If this bridge does not get blown, he can get behind these guys. Okay. So, moment of truth, big roll. Not as critical as Nijmegen and getting across the river. 3. And it's 1 or 2 to blow it. Okay, that now determines where the 30 Corps is going to counterattack. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's all he has to do because these units can't go in broken hexes. Okay, that's the key right there. So they're trapped. I'll check the rules just make sure I got that. Yeah, rough broken forest. So now he can retreat here. I did forget about that, and that may be worth putting this guy. Actually, I made the move. Well, yeah, I may move this guy all the way up, anticipating a retreat. But I'm not worried about this guy. But he could move here and displace him. Nope, because we'll have guys here. Okay. So that means now what I'm going to do, this guy could get in the attack after all. This guy will move here. This guy will move here. Now, these guys could concentrate on him. Or I could pull a lot of artillery into this. We'll see. Let's see what kind of artillery is coming. None. The only artillery in the pipe is right here. And to be honest, this guy needs to come up here to help with what's going to go on here. So, oh wait, I did figure something else out here. This is where we're going to get the artillery. This is turn 5. Look at this. They get 3 of these guys. So, and they've got to come in up here anyhow. So let's place these reinforcements. And they've got good barrage strengths. And then this guy. I will favor him here because I have a feeling these guys may shift right. Oops. What did we do here? Oh, is that? Oh, pulled the wrong unit. Sorry about that. Oh, there is an undo. Let's see. Poof. Poof. Okay. Control Z. Alright, this guy will go here. See, so now this guy, he'll come on the board. Actually, what he can do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's what the first guy here does. And the 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I've got super duper artillery here. Nothing like super duper British artillery. Now this, yeah, this guy, let's see how this works. This guy could come in here, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's see if I get this guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now both those artillery units can assist with this. Now the other guy, let's see what we got here. And both of them can be in it. So that gives me serious punch for both these attacks. So I'm going to go ahead and move this guy here. The only downside is if I use him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He'll get 3 victory points, but I can't think of any other way to do that except to purposely fail this attack and get a retreat. Which doesn't make sense if I can kill the unit after all. That'll remove the threat of a German counterattack on this flank here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this guy will probably be used here. So I can pull in 1 more artillery unit, 2 each. The only thing I don't like about having this last guy here is I want him on the pipe. And it's going to take a while for any artillery here. Well, to get back on the track. I mean, if they drove this way, it's a lot of trails. And that goes nowhere. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next turn he can be there. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next turn he can be there. Well, this is the second unit here. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can't go there. So he has to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good enough. Let's put him here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so the 4 and the 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, will combine for this attack. And the 4 and the 4 will combine for this attack. Alright, so that's good. We're done there. So this guy doesn't move. Now, like I said, well, first off, this guy has got to get in range of Nijmegen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Weird roads. 5, 6. I assume that's where it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of wish they'd make straight roads, but that's good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, he can cover them all. So now we got 2 427s. We got a pair of 214s. Depending on how many attacks, we can pull these guys in here. Okay, and then we've got the air power. So good stuff there. Alright, we have to anticipate this turn these guys coming in on J. Now if they come this way, they're going to hit these guys first. The only thing I'm worried about is a D2. They could get all the way around somebody I put here. Like if I put him here, I'd need somebody to cover his flank. So that's one back. And now they can't. Yeah, if I put him here, somebody could come in here and get behind him. So he's got to stay there. Got to stay at best, obviously. That blocks off the road, so we got a good solid line here. The only thing I'm worried about is this guy still. If they get a D2, they could get him right down on the road. But this guy here would prevent it. Let's see, a D2, D4, D3, D4, they could, and then he could just retreat. Well, no, force him to retreat this way. And then he's going to displace this guy. Or he could go this way. Well, let's see, do I want to see, anybody I put behind him, he can't, he's going to have to retreat around him, not to displace him. Well, what the heck? Let's put the artillery unit there. That'll do it. Okay, and then these guys. Now, the other thing we're worried about is instead they come in on the high side. And they do have a high-speed 10 unit there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, they can get here. I'm on rough. That could get ugly. Or 1. First guy in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the crossroads. And then, oh my, they've got all sorts of 6, 7, 8. Wow. How could we stop that? Well, if we put somebody, well, if we just, we're going to have to use 30 core for this. So I'm worried about this road. And then infantry could move around and get behind you. So that forward, that may be too forward a position. If I pull in infantry to, what is rough? I always forget. Rough is broken, I'm sorry, broken is 3, so that'll slow them down at least. 1, 2, 5, 8. So maybe that position is tenable. And the good news there is it then cuts this road too. Actually, this is an awesome position after all. As long as you don't let the infantry get around behind you. And again, if I could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, could move him up here, but then he would definitely be out of communication. So this is a job only for 30 core. Hate to waste a 557 up there, but I don't know what else to do. One, two, well, let's see if he can even get there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can't even get there. So nobody can occupy that position effectively. I can cut this road here, but again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. So again, this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that would cut that crossroads. But I'm still worried about them coming down this trail. Yeah, that's way too far for 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they can't get to these woods. So let's see if this guy can get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so let's move the back guy there. I think woods are just sad. So that's preventing any kind of whoosh. That zones of control shuts this down, and it's kind of hard to get to the other side of them. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Infantry could do that. 7, 8, but then 9, 10. Or boom. But then infantry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's defensible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I really wish this guy, I hate to use another one of these. 1, really want to move him up. This guy can at least do this. That'll stop them on the trail right there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But it doesn't matter. They can still retreat. So that's a good position. So those two positions screen. Yeah, he's going to stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and that artillery unit's there. This artillery unit's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's only 1 point, but better than nothing. Alright, so I'm going to figure this guy. Well, let's see. This guy doesn't need to stay here anymore. He can. Yeah, we don't need to defend here anymore. So we're good. 1, 2. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's kind of a reserve. So I just got to move this guy. But that's all tied up. Now we have to think about what to do here. Now this guy's threatening the railroad bridge. And I don't even know if I want to do an attack here. Yeah, I did the attack here. I can't do the attack here. So, I mean, that's a great spot there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can't get around this guy. So that stops this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He could go all the way to here, but I don't want to do an attack. He's got artillery support, and I just don't feel like doing an attack here. This is a solid position, though. Solid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they can't get around him. Well, this guy could, but I can stop that by just doing this. I'll just do this tentatively. 4, 5, 6. That's far enough. He can't get around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, if I'm right, yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They could get here, but I still got a retreat route. So that screens that. So I've still got 2 557s in my pocket here. And hopefully if we totally destroy these guys can shift over and address these guys. Because no more is coming here. If they can finish those off, this becomes a secure, except for these two. Alright, let's go, well, let's go to another easy one. I'm stuck. This guy's tied up. He'd have to attack both of these, so I'll look at it, but I'm going to do 2-0 attacks here. And they're both probably going to retreat. Move this guy up here. This guy up here. And if they both retreat to here, we've got our solid defense line. And these guys will just stay there for now. Okay, so now here comes the big question, what to do with the Poles. Now they could spread out and neutralize this artillery, but no, they're in a much better position to move down here and pin these guys, which means they can't start in Zok, so that means they have to land here. They land within 1 hex of their designated hex. So I've gone back and forth on this one. Do I put him here, or do I put him here? Do I try and eliminate this guy, or do I try and eliminate this guy? And to be honest, I think if I can eliminate this guy, that would be awesome, combined with this. So here's a rule you may not know about. This is the only guy who's tied up with zone of control. All these units are free. But now, you know, hey, whoopee, I can do a river crossing here. So what? There's no crossing for the Vol there. So what I'm going to do, I have to pick a 227 to stack. And here's what you do. This is the only time in the game you can stack. This guy is crossing the river. Now guess what? He can cross here, he can cross here, or he can cross here and attack. Now our problem is, actually, my move is this. And let's make sure they can do it, obviously. 1, 2, 3, yep. And this guy goes 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So it doesn't really matter. Both these guys go here. And our target's going to be these units. Okay? I don't know which one he's going to land on yet. But these units... Oh, wait, I have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. This guy can retreat that way. That's why I want to... Let's see, then I got to do this. And now, nobody can retreat, but now I have to attack this guy. And I have to attack this guy. And I was hoping these guys would assist with this attack. Or, wow, this guy's a pain. This guy's, I don't have enough units to pull it off because it's, see, okay, let's look at this. If they both go there, the problem is this guy, if I want to kill him, can go this way. This guy's dead, though. So he could come across, this guy. You know, I could combine these two together, get a 4, and throw in lots of artillery. This is the big ugly attack. You know, if I won this attack, that still would give this guy a line of retreat here. But then if I did this, these two would have to attack him, and this guy would have to attack both these units. And the artillery unit has to only be in range of one of them. And I would do this attack first. And I'd have to win it. I don't like doing that. That's going to require lots of artillery to pull that off. But my odds are better of killing this guy, to be honest. Calculated risk. Okay, I think that's what we'll do. We'll run the numbers later. Let's see. My airborne units can... Alright, the artillery... 1, 2, 3... I can move these guys down one. Actually, this guy can flip. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only doing 2 attacks. So at most I can do 4 artillery units. And I've got this 2 4-2-7s. Actually, I don't need to move this guy. I got 2 2-1-4s here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm doing 2 attacks. And I just need to be in range of these 2 units. And currently I am good to go with this guy here. Let's just... Oh, here's a problem though. I have to attack this guy. Okay, so I want 3 artillery units, but 1, 2, 3. So let's do this. Shift. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So both these guys can support him, trying to maintain his position. And then I got 2. These guys can hit anything, and 2. These guys can hit anything. So the question is, do I want to reshuffle my artillery? Let's move this guy here. These guys don't have the range, so 3, 4. Actually, let's move this guy here. I'm going to leave this guy here because he may want to cross the river. So that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that gets me somewhat. Well, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So Sobalski is covered now by 30 Corps artillery. This guy's already moved, so now I got this 4, 3, 10 saying, come on, let me loose. That is the only, well, I think I'll get this guy. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he can get in here. The question with this unit is, if he gets here, he can do 1, 2, 3, 4.5, 6.5. See if they want to go that way, or they could go this way. If I could park this guy in a position where he could go either way, yeah, normally I would say that's there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now why would he do that? If he's sitting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't use him for an attack anywhere. That's a good position. He may need to fall back and respond, so, and it won't be coming, well, it could be coming this way. He can go there. 1, 3, 4, 5. And then he could go either way. Let's do that. The only problem is the German could see it, but it doesn't matter. I can come across. Okay, so that's that. This 4, 3, 10. Let's move him here. So if he has to go that way, he can go that way too. But they're set up also to cross if we get success. Alright, we never got near that. That's moved. So these guys are staying. So I think actually that's the end of the Allied move. Getting a little more complex now. And we got 3 air power units, so let's get those ready too. Now we got the big attacks. Yep, let's get this. I'm using the air power down here, that is for sure. So let's just put them there for now. Okay, so let's do our attacks. We'll save the main event for last. Tension. Alright, so we've got 2 attacks here. And we got 4 artillery units, so we are good to go. And they are both in clear, and they both can't retreat. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to have 6 on this guy. But if I throw in these guys, I got 12 on 4. It's 8, and then I'll have 12. Well, these are both 12 attacks. And then 12 on 3 is even better. Let's look at that. They're in clear. So we got a +8 and a +9. So clear +8, dead, +9, dead. Yeah, we may get a both retreat, which actually would be happy for this guy. We actually want a both retreat on this one. So let's make sure it can't retreat there, zone of control, can't retreat there, prohibited for mech. Yep, can't retreat there, zone of control, can't retreat there, zone of control, can't retreat there, can't retreat there, can't retreat here, can't retreat here. So these guys are dead. Let's go ahead and do the attack. We got the +8 here. It's a 2. D2. He's gone. So we'll send him to eliminated units. That means they're going to get 3 victory points though. Bummer. Then we got the +9 attack. Does anybody want to advance after combat? He doesn't. He doesn't. There's no need. Next one. 4 on a +9. Yeah, gone. Out of there. And he has no interest in advancing after combat either. So, that was successful. And now we're up to 9. We don't get very much for German eliminated units. Let's look at that real quick. I'm just curious. Oh, wow. 1 VP. Whoopee. Which I'm going to... shoot. Well, VP-wise, I'm not coming out ahead, but... because I'm going to... this guy's out of communication. But in the long run, we are reducing the threat to this flank. That's what we're after here. So, in the big picture, that's good. Okay, we come up here. There's no attacks. And then we come over here. I'm going to do it here first. Okay, this is a ferry, so the ZOC doesn't extend. So, throw artillery for both of these. Actually, what happens with a -2 versus town? Can I what's the worst that can happen to me? Ow, I can be eluded. No, we're going to go for the 0. We definitely are going to go for the 0. Is there any... wait, 0 on town. Yeah. Definitely go for 0. What does +2 give me? Reduces the chance of me retreating, but it doesn't matter. So let's see, which one do we want to do first? It really doesn't matter. Let's do this one here. 0 on rough. The worst, yeah, 6 would be the worst with an A2. Didn't happen. Whoa, BR. Well, it doesn't matter. Oh wait, that's good. That's kind of good. I actually got a BR. 0 on rough. No, I rolled a 1. That's an A1. Okay, and that's what I'd expect. We're good. Then we got a 0 on a town. Wrong button. Oh, rolling 1s. I would have saved those for over here. That's not good. Alright, 0 on a town. Yeah, we did rough. 0 on a town. BR, but he's in a city actually, so I retreat. So there we go. Good results there. I mean, we've got our line now. This guy could cross, though. That could be. We'll see, though. It's all heck breaking loose over here, too. Alright, this is where we're going to do lots of math. Alright, time for the main event. The Nijmegen area attacks. Potentially 3 attacks, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artillery units, so we can give 2 to each. Germans have 3 artillery units, we have 3 air power. Okay, here we go. And actually, we're in a perfect position right now to stomp on this guy. He's got nowhere to retreat. It would be nice to get rid of him, thanks to the Poles slipping in here. We've shut his retreat down. So, this is the main event. We're going to throw everything here. I hate to... we're going to throw the 2 4s at this too. Let's do this. Okay, I'm just... it's solo, I can cheat. This guy moved off here. Because I kind of thought he was only going to be used here, but I need all the horsepower in the world. So, what we've got now is 8, 11, 13 to 5 right now, which is a 8 up 8 in broken rough. He's dead. So if they can add 3 points, they can at least have a chance for a 6 and being repulsed. Or they could just say the guy's dead and not commit anything, and instead try and protect the other units like that 4-4-10. Oof, too many choices. They pretty much use most of their artillery for a 1 in 6 shot. Nope, not going to do it. So instead, we're going to let it ride. And that's a +8. 5 or 6 is a BR. No, didn't happen. Send to eliminated units. Bummer for them, but they've got all their artillery left. And all the Allies have, I cheated a little, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got 4, well, no, we got 2. No, wait, I'm sorry, 4 and 4. We threw away our air power too. So that was kind of a sucker move. So the Germans, though, have that. So then the question becomes, what's their next attack? Got to get this guy across. It's going to be here. Wow, that 4-4-10. Well, it's up to the Allies. They lead, and it's going to be easy. I have to say this is considered a stream now. See, here's a rules question. If I've got a combo attack here, can I do that? 4 and 2 is 6, a +3. 2 and 2 is 4 is 8, a +4. Okay, this is really tough. I mean, actually, I kind of wish this guy wasn't landing because that kind of messes things up. I'm doing an assault, but I've also got somebody helping me. Am I allowed to do that? Or does he just do the straight assault? And then they're potentially losing that guy because he's got to get a positive result. So he's going to be 6 no matter what. And that's either a +3 in clear, which means the German unit's dead, or we can get it down to a -1, and then he's dead. No. And then maybe this guy can help here. 4 and 4 is 8. That's a +4 in rough. And they add 2. Ugh. I'm sure if I had infinite time I could figure this out. Oh, this is a combo attack. He's stuck. This is the combo attack. And that would be 6 to 6. But then they throw in all of this. And okay. They're going to do this attack first. They're only going to give 2 to it. And this is, I don't know how to play this. I mean, is this an attack into clear? Or is this an attack because there's an assault? Well, I don't know. Somebody who knows can give me the rules clarification. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 to 5 is +3. I'm going to play it as an assault. Well, let's just see what we get. +3 on 4. So here's your problem. It's a both retreat. But if it was clear, it wouldn't. So I'm just going to, because I did the assault, that forced me to do that. So if it's a both retreat, well, that's a good result. I mean, the guy's eliminated, but unfortunately so is this guy. And was this guy really in the attack? Yeah, he's going to retreat this way. He can do that. And that still keeps this guy in Zoc if they get lucky. But I only committed 2. So now we got 4 and 4 is 8, 9, 10 to 2 and whatever is 8. So it's not quite as bad. Alright, let's do the math. 6, 2, 4, 6. No air power. Versus 6, but then -4. -4 in rough is probably not. Oh, wow. -4 in rough, I'm going to have to retreat. Okay. That's, yep. Well, we got rid of 2 German units. We lost 1. Alright, -4. Okay, that's not as bad as it could have been. A1. Okay. Now, where can he retreat? Well, no brainer. He's got to retreat here. Okay, so the poles are intact. So, are the Germans going to try and attack here and push them back? It's entirely possible, but we've got 3 air power. They can bring in 6 and 4 is 10. 11, 12 to 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's +3 on rough. Yeah, it could go either way, and I'll live. But then we got, well, stuff to think about. Not much to change now. Alright, so pretty awesome turn here. So let's do a quick recap. We did have an attack here, which crushed these guys, and these guys should be worried now. Maybe they should run away off the map edge. Maybe they should go that way. Ooh, that would be a nice head fake. This guy could even get there. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't, but they can, if they all show up here, then they can also exit the board and reappear later. But that'll free up 30 core on this flank. Alright, well, enough of that. I have gone too long. Yeah, I am liking this game. The rules are simple, not as much crunch as we're used to with modern sims, but I can understand now why they said they want playability and reality, but a game portion comes first, and I do feel, in the next one I'll cover the history of Market Garden. So far the only thing that's different is Frost fell 1 day earlier than he did in real life. In our game though, that was critical. If Frost had held on 1 more turn, and they were across and there was hardly anybody on this side, yeah, units would have flooded. It would have been a bigger battle. Now, the poles showing up was basically enabled them to kill 2 units. We lost one in hindsight shouldn't have done that assault. But, and then I've got that real rules. Can that guy assist with the attack if it's an assault? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. If anybody knows, can I combine an assault river crossing with an attack from behind? But now they're kind of across. The Germans could cork the bottle again and maybe pull units from here over to deal with these poles. Don't know. 11 to 29. Still a German victory. They're trying to get 30 core across here. Well, this guy can't move. That's the bottom line. So this guy will move up in it. And then this guy probably can move down and help. Wow, it'll be a seesaw battle here. I just don't know. And the Allies don't get air power anymore. Or at least until turn 7. And there are 10 turns, so just got to get 30 core units across at the 10th turn. So if we continue this attrition rate, Germans won't have any units to hold over here by the time they're done, and they'll walk across. But I don't see any chance of taking this bridge. I don't see these guys coming. I guess 30 core units could go way over here and come across. Something else to think about. So, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, enough of me yammering. Thanks for listening. If you like, click like. Any comments, especially that rules question? If I'm doing an assault, can I combine it with somebody else and then take away the river effect? If that's true, that changes that result, so I better remember that. I can go back and look at that. Let me see. 9SS. Yeah, airborne moves. 4. Yeah, here it is. I rolled a 4. So if that was instead a clear on, and what did I have? I threw in 1 artillery in it, so it was 5. They had 3 and 2 is 5 versus 2 and 2 is 4 is 8. It was a +3, and I rolled a 4 there. That's what killed it right there. But if it was clear on a +3, they would have been dead and the assault worked. So, yeah, if I can get a rules clarification by the next time, I'll just replace the airborne unit right here, which is a definite impact. So, but, well, they don't have enough units, so I can do it again with another airborne unit. Alright, again, I will stop yammering. If you have any comments, let me know. Otherwise, see you at the next recording for the Germans.